of what Jesus went through. Because he made himself an ordinary man, so he felt it the way a man will feel it, and much more. When he was at the garden praying, the garden of Gethsemane, the Bible said it was a melancholic experience. The sweat coming out of him was like clots of blood. That's the highest level of fear and depression. After going through that fear for about 3 hours plus, they now arrested him. Bible scholars said sometime between midnight. Now, to show you the wickedness in the heart of this man, he was crucified at 9 a.m. Between midnight and 9 a.m., he went through 6 trials. 6. 3 Jewish trials, 3 Roman trials. Overnight. That's about 8 hours. He went through 6 trials. They wanted to kill him by all means. All the Jewish trials found him guilty because they were wicked. The Romans who didn't know God said he was innocent. Pilate said, I have not found any offense in this man. Even at that, they say, crucify him. Don't jail him. They picked a known criminal called Barabbas in the place of Jesus. Imagine the people you prayed for, the people you healed, the people you raised from the dead, the people you gave food, the people you gave money, all of them stand in front of you and say you are a thief, crucify him. I came to your house when your daughter was sick. I prayed, she was sick. When you needed food, I came, I gave you food. You called me at midnight, I left, I went to pray for you. All of them gathered and were shouting, crucify him. As if that's not enough, when they now said to crucify him, it was the worst type. Now, crucifixion already is the worst type of death, but Jesus' own was the worst, because in the history of the Romans, you don't scourge a man and crucify him. If you scourge a man, scourging was enough, you let him go. If you crucify a man, then you don't scourge him. They scourged and crucified Jesus. I sent them a journal of American Doctors Society. They did an investigation on the physical death of Jesus and the conclusions they came out with. I will tell them to project the link on our handles. Go and download it and read it. These are not Christians, these are scholars. They decided to study the physical death of Jesus. What they came up with. I only came with the pictures to show you, to give you an idea. Show me the picture where they tied him to the stick to scourge him. The way they did it was they carried a fat tree, planted it, and locked your hand so that you can't shake. That means when they are scourging you, you can't turn. And they stripped you naked when they scourged you. The cane they used to whip you, they attached bones and metals to it. So anytime they wipe you, it pulled off your skin. There were records that said they whipped somebody like that and the thing tore the intestine and things came out. Somebody else was scourged like that. The whole back was peeled off. They saw bones. That's how the thing enters. They whip you and tear your skin. So every time they wipe you, they pull it, your skin comes out. So that when they finish beating you, because of the volume of fluid you will lose, you will die of thirst. If you don't die of heart failure. This is culture. And the Romans don't flog 39. It's the Jews that flog 39. The Romans flog until they are tired. So the people beating you, they will beat you until they faint. When they finish scourging you like this, if life remains in you, then mercy spoke for you. After they scourged him, they now took him trekking with the cross for close to 1 kilometer to Golgotha. He lost so much weight that short journey he fell 3 times. He couldn't walk, and nobody will give him anything to drink. Historian said when his face was wiped, blood stains rested the mark of his face on the handkerchief. Everywhere was bleeding. Can I show you the scripture that describes this punishment? Isaiah 52 verse 14. Give me the Passion Translation. When they finished beating Jesus, that alone would have been enough. See the way Isaiah 52 verse 14 described him after he was caught. TPT, give me the Passion Translation. It said, just as many were appalled. You know the word appalled? The dictionary, who's an English person here? Huh? Highest level irritation. When you saw him, you are like, what is this? You couldn't describe it. He said many were appalled at the sight of him. For so mad, you know the word mad, disfigured. So disfigured was his appearance, like an object of horror. When he came out of the scourging, if you saw him, you thought he was an object of horror. And he said he no longer looked like a man. They literally disfigured him, and they didn't stop there. They now gave him the cross, carried it, and went to Golgotha. Then they began crucifixion. In crucifixion, they nail you at your wrist, because the idea was for you to hang there until you suffocate. You know, the word excruciating didn't exist until the Romans started crucifying people, because the word excruciating comes from the word cruciating, and the word cruciate comes from crucifix. So it's excruciating is actually a pain you feel when you are crucified, because there's no pain in that class. When a man is crucified, his whole weight hangs on his wrist, and the only support he has are the nails on his toes.